So it's time for one of those greatest segments right here on the show, and we call it the hater segment. Because Melvin, I don't know if you remember me as a kid. Maybe I wasn't as bad, but I used to complain about everything. I know as an adult, I definitely complain about everything. My friends be like, "What?" And that's what made me start this segment. One of my friends say, "Man, you always complaining about stuff." I'm like, you know what? You damn right. So, and so anyway,
and so what?
Exactly. There's so many things that I hate. All right. Okay. So, and this one I did use years ago, y'all. This topic, so y'all probably remember this if y'all an avid listener to the show. But I still cannot stand this, Melvin. I hate places that close early on Christmas Eve. I hate it. I hate it. You want me to speak on it, or you want to go first?
Yeah, you go ahead. Speak on it.
Yep.
Yeah,
Okay.
speak on it.
Okay. So this is how I am. Okay. Here's the thing. Now everybody always tell me, but people gotta be with their families. Okay. Well, guess what? Doctors gotta be with their families. Broadcasters got to be with their family. Okay, so what if you what if you turn on the TV on Christmas Day and you say, I'm going to watch the news? They say, well, the news is not coming on today because the broadcasters are with their family. I bet you people are going to be pissed, right? Okay,
correct.
So that's the thing. Okay, what if you go to the hospital because you just cut your finger cutting the turkey? Well, the doctors are off today. It's Christmas. So I don't like it because here's the thing. On Christmas Eve, because I admit, a lot of times I am a last-minute shopper. And if I want to go get something at 11:59, I want the damn store to be open. I don't care if it's gone into Christmas Day. You better be open. But they, look, let me tell you what happened. Oh, boy, I was so pissed off. One time, back in the 90s, me and this chick was going out. I had just met her. So we were going out, and there's a place out here called Dave and Buster's where they had video games and all this stuff. Nice little place.
Right.
To me, it's a nice, good first day spot.
We have one out here, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Y'all should have a D&B in Houston. That's right. Yeah, what I'm thinking of. Okay, so we went there, and they said they were closing at 7 o'clock because it was Christmas Eve. I'm like, y'all close it? They're like, yeah, it's Christmas Eve. I'm like, so? Okay, yeah, it's not Christmas Day, it's Christmas Eve. So that's how I felt. And I'm like, man, and I wasn't even thinking. I should have known that. And they closed at 7, so we had to end up doing something else. So I know a lot of people don't agree with me. I'm just like that. I think things should be open on Christmas Eve. But you go ahead.
Well, you know what I mean? It depends on the situation. Mm-hmm. Like, for instance, right, a grocery store, right? Uh-huh. I don't think it's so big of importance that it has to be open the whole day on that holiday because it's groceries.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Wait, so you're saying it's okay if a grocery store closed?
Yeah, it's a grocery store. You know what I mean? So I don't think that's of importance to say, okay, well, I'm mad because they're closed. I know they were. Now, a doctor being closed, I would be upset.
Yeah.
A person that supplies to the public the important, I would be upset. But not a grocery store, you know what I mean? Because
okay, so I forgot to get some stuffing a few days before Christmas. So you should be open so I can go get my stuffing. You know what I mean? For the Christmas dinner. I forgot my dinner rolls or whatever. Maybe I forgot the turkey itself. For those of you that still eat turkey on Christmas Day, because I know my family does. But man, Melvin, they should be open. Traveling.
I understand that, but I still figure, you know what I mean? It's not that much of an importance. The grocery store.
Oh, okay. How about fast food places? Should they be open? Christmas Eve. Should they?
Yeah.
Now, when I say should they be open, I mean, okay, let's say, I'm going to just throw it out like this. Let's say McDonald's normally closes at 10. Should they close at 6 on Christmas Eve?
That's
Man, Melvin, how could you hesitate that? Look, they better be open. Look,
because I feel.
What, people don't
like
crave Big Macs on Christmas Eve at 10 o'clock?
But think about this here, right? You want Chick-fil-A, if you go there on Sunday, it's closed.
Yeah, but at least we know it's always closed on Sundays. So that's a given there.
But why?
Well, that's because of that religious dude. The dude that started it, he's pretty religious. You heard about that, right?
McDonald's can be a religious thing that they closing at 6 o'clock.
Yeah, but I'm not used to that on Christmas Eve. I'm like, y'all need to be open. Like I want a Big Mac.
See, that's what you call a spoiled American.
A spoiled brat, huh?
Yes.
I like you. All
Let's
right.
Call a
you are
American,
right
right
about
there.
that, though.
You just like the number one spoiled American. You know what I mean?
Right.
I want it my way, no other way. A spoiled American.
Hey, wasn't it Burger King that had that motto, "Have it your way"? So hey.
Exactly.
But, okay, you got me on that one, Bill. All right, so next topic on the hater segment. Okay, so in reference to Patrick Mahomes' rant about the ref's call, which caused the Chiefs a victory, I got to ask you this one, traveling professional. Or I got to say this, I should say. I hate certain NFL rules, and it's mainly that damn taunting rule. So look, because I'm gonna tell you, I was with Patrick Mahomes on that. And I'm like, you right, Patrick, because that ain't had nothing to do with the play. So why did they call it? So you go.
He was offside.
It had nothing to do with that though.
He was offside. Period. He was offside.
Yeah, but Melvin,
you don't get no brownie points because you Patrick Mahomes. He was offside.
But look how many calls they missed already.
Tony been doing it all year long.
Yeah. By the way, Tony looked like a celebrity. Take a guess.
So he look. He went.
Okay, I'll skip that.
He went. He pointed at the official, but he was looking to the right.
Yeah. Okay, but here's the thing. Didn't they say?
You pointed at the official, you supposed to look.
And see, I was about to ask you that because you played football, Melvin. So they said, I can't remember who. I think it was somebody on First Take. They said that the refs normally would tell the players if they're offside, and they say, "Hey, man, back up a little bit." So
he was in the slot. We was going, yeah. If he's right there wide out, they'll tell you, "Hey, man, get back." He think he gonna yell way to the slot receiver, "Hey, get over!"
But you got to admit,
that ain't his job.
You got to admit this though, Mel. On some of these plays, to me, it should be more judgment calls. Now, let me explain what I mean. Okay, let's take that particular play. Okay, when Patrick threw the ball to Travis Kelce and Kelce threw it back to Tony, that it had nothing to do with him being offside. Like, how was there an advantage that he was offside by like a foot?
The play was dead before the play started. He was offside.
Yeah, but they didn't blow. I don't think they blew the whistle yet. Because see, they let the play go.
I didn't hear everything through.
Yeah,
I didn't hear everything through. But the play was supposed to be called dead and shut down right then.
Well, and you're right. I agree with you on that, but they did not do that, and I think that's why Patrick was pissed because they let the play go on. So he thought that maybe they missed it, and Patrick probably didn't even notice the dude was offside. But it was a pretty play, man, and they should have let that stand.
So answer this question. Answer this question here. If he would have dropped the ball, what y'all have said now?
It was a bad play call.
I did.
Okay, well let me ask you what the thing that I mainly brought this up about, the taunting rule. Melvin, you gotta admit that rule is messed up, bro. How the hell? Okay, just because I go to you, I tackled you, man, I got you, and I walk away, 5-yard penalty, number 13. What? Because I think about it. In boxing, they encourage that. Think about when they had the little press conferences and they had the dudes standing against each other, they weigh each other, they in each other's face, and they talking mess.
You can never compare boxing to no other sport.
Yeah, but think about it. Taunting, if it's one sport taunting should be taken out of, it is boxing, because these dudes are physically hitting each other. So if you taunting me...
they fighting. They're gladiators. They're fighting.
But the point I'm making is that if you actually advocate for them to taunt before the fight, they could kill each other because they might get that mad. But in football, what is so bad about taunting in football? There's nothing wrong with that. So what? I knock you down, I knock your ass down, boy. And you gonna throw a flag for that? That is...
Yeah.
That is it.
Well, you gotta understand. That to me. Mm-hmm. Be honest with you.
Yeah.
That's that new football.
Yeah, you're right.
That's the new football.
Flag football, touch football.
The new football. That's the new football. You see, the new football, I'm not too kind to because they don't allow you actually to play. It's more safety in football now than playing football.
Yeah, that's a really good point. You're right, and you're right about that. And that's the thing.
You know what I mean?
Well, see, I just don't think the punishment fit the crime, so to speak. Because to me,
it doesn't.
If
I score a touchdown, I turn around and slam the ball on the ground, and just because you're standing there, they say I taunted you, and I'm just doing that excitement.
Exactly.
So no, I get what you're saying. Yes.
That rule needs to go. But I heard the coaches was the one who brought that rule. They were the one about 2 or 3 years ago.
Because they're the ones sensitive.
Yeah, they are sensitive.
They were sensitive.
You're right about that. I'm sure Coach Brista and Wheelock and all that wasn't sensitive. Big O.
No.
Jackson.
No.
Not at all.
They have not no sensitive bone in their body.
Exactly.
Not one.
You can tell them brothers.
They even have care in their body.
Exactly. Them brothers was rough, man. Y'all had some great coaches, man. Yeah, all right, so last topic on the hater segment. And I used this one a few years ago also, man. But Melvin, traveling professional, I absolutely hate parents who don't teach their kids about Santa Claus.
What?
Yes, I hate.
What do you mean? Teach them about Santa Claus?
You gotta teach them about Santa Claus.
Teach them what?
Okay. Now watch this. I'm asking you this question. And I want you to be totally honest with me. Now you say you got grandkids, right?
Yeah.
Now, how old is your youngest grandkid?
Well, I'm gonna go with my great grandson.
Yeah. What is the youngest grandkid you got?
He's 4 months.
Okay. Maybe he can, in the example I'm about to use. What about your second oldest?
5.
Okay. They might fit in what I'm about to ask. I want you to think about this.
Go ahead.
When a kid about that age, or maybe up to the age of 3, if they're really acting up, they acting up, they bad, they running around, what do you do to stop them from being bad? Think about it.
You whip them.
You whip them, that's one thing. But think of something else. Now, remember,
that's it. That's the bottom line.
Yeah, that's what we did back in the day, of course. But
we
still should be doing that.
That's the bottom line.
Okay, but
I'm 55 years old. I ain't got time to be playing.
But listen to this.
I'm going to explain this to you.
But listen to this. There's more strategy. Now let's say they're not really being so bad. Maybe they just walking around the kitchen and you're trying to get them to just stay still. What is it that parents normally do to get their attention? It's something to do with television. Think about it.
I'm old school. Our mamas just looked at us and it was over with it.
Yeah, that's a good point. Here's what I'm trying to get to. They make them watch
the modern kids, like our children.
Yeah, but even our children would do this. The point I'm trying to make is when kids are acting up or whatever they doing, walking around the house, in order to get their attention, they make them watch cartoons.
Who?
You don't. Okay, I see parents do it all the time. And look,
watch cartoons.
Have you ever seen? You never notice how cartoons really gets a kid just staring and they don't make a sound after that. Okay, so here's the point I'm making. Just follow.
I get the angle you going at, but
but just follow my point.
If they're acting up.
Yeah. That's one tactic. That's what I've seen that before. It works.
So what cartoon you gonna give to them when you're in the grocery store?
No, I'm not talking about that. I wasn't using that.
Acting up.
No, I was talking about in the house.
Up.
No, I was talking about at the house though. Maybe I should have said that in the beginning. But at the house. No, that's different when they're in the grocery store. But look, you can let them watch something on your phone if they acting up in the grocery store. But no.
At the house. In between my doors, if you acting up, you might not have no TV in your room. You might not have no bed.
Well, you're right about that. So here's the point I'm trying to make. I'm trying to relate this to Santa Claus. The point I'm trying to make is this. When they're acting up, we make them watch cartoons. Cartoons are make-believe. So there's a real SpongeBob. Think about it. You have them in that little world and say, yeah, look, watch SpongeBob. So it's the same damn thing with Santa Claus. That's all it is. The point I'm making is that let kids live in a make-believe world. What you gonna do? Make them watch the news and talk about Jesus was born today? Now, and I'm not knocking that, but the point I'm making is that kids are kids. They don't care about nothing else, but they make-believe stuff. There is nothing wrong with teaching a kid about Santa Claus. It's just letting them. It's the same thing as them watching cartoons, thinking SpongeBob is real.
So you say that the children should know about Santa Claus because it should be children.
Because they're in a make-believe world.
So now your child gonna write you. Your child's gonna write you a note for Christmas.
Yeah.
And say, Dad, I want a $40,000 necklace.
That's right. And guess what I'm gonna do?
They expecting Santa Claus to bring this necklace.
Exactly. And I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna email Santa Claus, and I'm gonna say he emailed me back.
What
and
you
he say
gonna do?
I'm gonna email Santa Claus, and I'm gonna say he emailed me back, and he say he ran out.
Well, look, do like I did.
And they gonna go, because they're a kid. They gonna go to the next thing. You know how they are.
Do like I did my kids when I didn't have the money for Christmas.
What's that?
They had gifts. They had gifts under the tree, correct?
Yes.
But I told them, I said I accidentally sent the Christmas list to the to the grocery store. I didn't send it to Santa. So they had canned goods underneath it.
Look, I'm gonna tell you a funny story, and it has something to do with what I brought up earlier about the Incredible Hulk doll and Han Solo. So at this particular time, I was no longer believing in Santa Claus, and then so here's what happened. I was no longer believing in Santa Claus, and my little brother still was believing in Santa Claus. So I went in my parents' closet and took the toys out and was playing with them. This was on Christmas Eve, so I was playing with the Han Solo doll, the Hulk doll, and I still remember my little brother walked up to me and he said, "Oh, how did you get that from Santa Claus?" And I froze. And the first thing came to mind. Now, for those of you that don't remember this store, there was a store called TG&Y in New Roads.
Yeah.
And I came up with an answer quickly, just like the old Grinch. I said, my mom and them gonna take these toys and give it back to Santa Claus tonight, and he's gonna re-deliver them in the morning. And my little brother say, "Oh," and he just walked away. So that's what I told him. I had to come up with something. Listen to full episodes of Power Hits 101, giving you the latest in R&B, hip-hop, and cool conversation. Tune in on the Mixcloud app or at Mixcloud.com.